All right, Bert, you've got a Tron Dynamic there, and what's going on with your radio setup here? What's the story?
So thanks to somebody I know, as some people would call it, I went to the dark side.
The dark side,
which actually seems to be the bright side. Very impressed. So Radiomaster TX16s with the Nexus flight controller, the RP3 receiver. Did I say that right?
Yep,
the
RP3-H.
Yep.
There it is. Nexus is in there.
Yep. Honestly, there's a lot of mixed reviews in terms of what it takes for somebody to get on board with this, right?
It's a steep learning curve if you're coming from, you know, the V-bar or Icon. Or
yes,
like
especially for helicopter guys. If you come from V-bar or you're flying Spectrum or something else with Icon or Brain or something like that, yes, there is a learning curve. But, you know, if you have a little bit of, you know, if you've been doing this for a long time and you have somebody like John to help you, somebody around you or somebody online, you know, I know there's lots of resources. It's really not that bad. I went from knowing nothing about any of this, literally nothing, to having a ready-to-fly helicopter in about 8 hours.
Yeah, and I'm going to interrupt on that too, because I'm going to tell you guys right now, that man's in beast mode because he's never touched Edge, he's never touched ExpressLRS, he's never touched RotorFlight, and he did all three at one time. So that was a big bite to swallow.
I didn't know what ExpressLRS was.
Yeah.
I mean, Radiomaster is a radio. I didn't know EdgeTX, OpenTX. I've been learning these things, and that's part of my 8 hours is learning and reading and understanding the differences between the software in the radio, the software in the flight controller, the protocol that the radio's using with EdgeTX to talk to the flight controller, and a lot of it is just understanding what it does. Once you understand it and you have somebody to guide you, it's really not hard. Now that I have this set up, and by any means, this is not flying yet the way I'd like for it to fly, in the sense that I'm really picky. I mean, I've been flying helicopters for 25 years, and I'm used to a certain expectation in terms of how it feels, and a lot of that is ingrained in the way that I've been accustomed to by flying other systems, especially the V-bar, right? But, you know, I know that, you know, within the next few weeks, just by tweaking here and there and flying, mostly flying, I'll get it to where I'm really going to be happy with it, and then I'll start more than likely moving stuff to other models, right? And then that second model is going to be easier and the third easier. What do you think, Fred?
Yeah, that's usually the way it goes. You know, you did pretty good though. What, you say 8-9 hours? I think when I first went to not even EdgeTX, OpenTX was very similar. It took me like a week to program my first model, along with a lot of online help from RC Video Reviews.
So Wednesday night, I spent about 30 minutes messing with this, then about an hour on the phone with John, then Thursday night another hour with another hour on the phone with John, and then Friday I spent at least 4 or 5 hours. That's it.
Yeah, that's pretty good, man.
So.
And I'd say, based on my observations, it looks really solid in the air. So I thought it looked really good.
Yeah, I mean, there's always, hey, there's room for improvement on everything, but now it's more a matter of, I think for 99.9% of the people, this setup would be great, right? I'm just trying to nitpick anything and everything I can find, just because that's the way I am. But I mean, it's actually flying extremely well considering the amount of time I put into it. And the value, man. I mean, it's just, this is one of the reasons why I want to do it. Not necessarily for myself, because it doesn't really matter what I fly, but I'm liking it. And I also want to learn technology that is promising and that opens the door for new people into the hobby, because you can buy this for very little money, but the technology is the equivalent technology to extremely expensive high-end equipment, right? So you're getting an extreme amount of bang for the buck, without any doubt. So very impressed, very impressed.
All right, let's go fly this bad boy.
Let's go fly. Let's do it.
All right, get her done.
So this is the Tron Dynamic, lightest weight 700 class machine, more than likely out there on the market. I have an Xnova motor. This is a 4025 830 kV, and I have a Hobbywing 150, and these are Maniacs batteries, 5100 milliamp 6S. It's been upgraded to or converted to the pink scheme, highly visible in the air, and it's got data servos all around, the low profile ones. So I'm still playing with RotorFlight, thanks to my friend John here. got me started and hooked on this thing. But so far so good. This is what, John, my fifth flight on this? Fifth?
Yeah, I think it's about the 4th. You know, some tuning efforts,
so
getting
I
your
made
PIDs
some,
dialed in.
Yeah, I've been making some changes. Still taking it easy on it a little bit. And I like this machine for a test bed because it's a 6S machine. So it's not meant to have like crazy amounts of power, right? Well, that's a little bit of a tail wag right there. That's the first time I see that. We're also dealing with what, 15 to 20 mile an hour winds?
Yeah, the wind is significant. So there's a look at the winds coming right down the runway, and it's strong.
The wind stopped it.
Very nice. All right, Bert, you just got through flying the Nexus. It's about your 4th flight. You've been spending some time tuning. What did you think about how it's handling?
I think 4 or 5 flights. I lost count, but I think max, yeah, probably 4. Awesome. I really like it. I've been tweaking rates and messing a little bit with the gains, but actually after a couple changes, it feels already very solid. So if I keep fine-tuning, I'm learning a lot of the terminology in terms of what the gains do and like how, you know, how to approach the whole philosophy of the PID control loop on RotorFlight. Nexus, solid unit. I love it. The finish and quality is incredible. I can't believe the cost, how much they sell them for. Overall, like a great experience. I'm really happy. So far, really enjoying it. And this is probably the best platform, as I said during the flight, for me to try this on, because this is a lower head speed, lighter flying helicopter, which doesn't help in a windy day like today. But overall, it's easier to start with something that is not as capable and as potent, you know, with a lot of head speed. So up next, I'm probably going to do my Advanced 7.0 from Tron also, which runs like 24 to 2600 head speed, is insane. And we'll see how these settings compare against that. But I feel like I have already a decent baseline to keep moving forward.
Good, outstanding.
Yep.
And yeah, a little bit of a learning curve, but if you spend the time, make the investment, the payoff is substantial. So Bert, thank you so much for flying for us and checking out the system. Appreciate your expert commentary on the platform. I want to remind you guys, if you like this kind of content, make sure you subscribe, smash that thumbs up button, and hit the notification bell so you know new videos hit the channel. That's all we've got for today. Take it easy.
And go fly something.
Go fly something, that's right.
You gonna vape too? Do we have bloopers?
We have bloopers.
Oh, yeah, put this up.
We always have bloopers.
Don't vape.
There we go. Well,
All
that's
right.
it before we get going.